Got a Zale here, so I'm going to milk it as much as I can. But on the other side for LNG, I mean, solo laners have a bit of prowess
in that side brush, and it's going to be TL's looking for their play mid.
Pull the double whammy onto Scout. Pop Blossom down, interrupts the jump, and Tangle Barbs hits max range. He flashed in a straight line, and that's an easy rush into the wall. TL open up, blood first in mid.
Nicely done. Slight farm advantage as well as the assist.
They didn't think he'd stick around. Wei just stayed up until he could find the play, and Core JJ is going to be the victim. Gala gets his first kill of this best of one, and Umti now looking for a response play, but it's free turret plating for Gala as he's still engaged on. Umti wants the angle, but out of range, still slowed down, but you got to ask yourself, what can he find? An Impale is exactly that, but Hung tries to get out. The Shattering Strike down, it won't matter. He disengaged.
A good punish on Core as they're going to go re-engage.
Umti doubling down himself, throws a rock, good damage onto Gala. Maybe that changes the grub play here as there's so much damage. All in from Yon. Gala has to flash, and I think it definitely changes the landscape of those grubs.
Yeah, that was actually, but even if they do just end up getting the 5, they're going to be pretty happy about that as Hung's looking mid with Zika.
APA may be in a bit of trouble. They picked the wrong target though. He tries to cut out first, but drawn back into the Magnet Storm as Umti tries to carry. Even though he's brought Zika back into turret range, it's not enough damage. They find the mid laner.
So I do think they're likely to just give this one up. But LNG at least poking around, Hung just making sure that there is space for Gala to push out the wave on bot side, and he is going to be able to at least do that. So TL, take it, still hover around. It's a good attempt, but now... Oh, they're looking for Zika.
It's a cheeky minion. Now that's a sus guy. How did he get here, says Zika, as he's got his flash available on the wrong side of the rift, but a Pop Blossom down means it's an easy kill. Always plan ahead with your teleport. We'll
see where he is going to play.
Turret going as well, by the way.
LNG are able to take that top lane. It's going to be another flash force there by Umti, but Umti is going to be in some trouble.
He is in no man's land, but he won't get pulled out of the wall, so he drifts his way out. TL are still thinking about the engage as Zenith Blade turns it on its head. Solar Flare onto Gala on the back. Pop Blossom is no one. Gala flashes away and Hung disengages rather, resets up the equalizer, hurting as well, separating TL from one another. And Zika just lets the flamethrower unleash. LNG know they've got them on the run, and TL can't stay and can't stick around any further.
Yeah, I can't find anyone with that ultimate as Gala was able to flash out. The earlier ultimate from Skarner also forced a flash from Zika, so they do get some summoners, but as a result, LNG dodged those big team fight ultis and are able to win out pretty massively because Scout wasn't even there. So Scout's taking the bot lane tier 1. They're going to crash in a spot here. Could be dangerous.
He engaged onto that. He's now used his Solar Flare, but Hung and Zika are the ones in trouble. Umti rams him in, but he doesn't get until the Impale brings it back. Locked in place. Zika is a free target for Yon to get a kill. Lower health bars on the jungler here, but TL find a pick right before the dragon.
Yeah, they're able to act also here on the flank. LNG looking like they potentially want to keep fighting this because Zika's going to be up in 12 seconds and he has TP, so they'll have a massive HP advantage if they can make this time.
Impact has everything available though. Curtain Call is brought into the forefront as TL's top laner thinks of an angle himself, but Core JJ has to absorb the bullet onto the back line. No, it's going over to TL the dragon, but they're caught in the middle. The TP bringing Zika back in as you labeled before as Umti drives out of there. TL looking for the grand escape, but Impact's now lost his team. He's behind enemy lines, but not for much longer as LNG look for another chase down. Yon is so low. Core JJ in kill range as well. He'll sacrifice his life, giving another kill over for the...
A lot of damage, a lot of consistent damage here as well as TL. They don't spot that ward, so LNG have full info on this, but they're not reacting.
Scout also just backed, and his teleport's not up and available yet.
They just were not reacting at all. They're just standing there on the bot side.
LNG,
it's gone.
There's a ward there. You see the Baron.
That was bizarre.
What in the OME was that? LNG just lost Baron, and TL just snuck it.
Yeah, I mean, this is something TL did was only on the bottom side of the pit, and because there are some weird wards on the map where they don't give you the vision where you think they would.
Observer toggled vision and showed us, LNG's true.
They lost control of mid lane, so TL are going to say, yeah, go for it. Great, you take the dragon. We could potentially go for this tier 2 mid. And now Impact's coming from below. They're going to look for the fight. Here comes Nico.
Remember, Yon as well can find the angle. As you said, that's only a clone. Impact has already teleported in, but it's a crushing blow. Impact finds a one-man as a Pop Blossom on 2 on the edge is good, but Hung keeps him at bay. Zika just runs through the rest of them with a good old g'day as he burns them down. Core JJ's next. You can see Hung on this rel played such a big role, and TL not getting the perfect fight we wanted that we talked about moments ago cost them dearly.
Yeah,
second item here. So here we go. TL just going to try and push through mid as LNG look for another angle or another afterthought.
And that being said, at the end of the day...
And I am looking at Scout, as you mentioned. We do have some healing cut to be used against TL in this game. Specifically, not sure as Impale goes golden, and Zika just avoids, but a Tangle Barbs as well. Equalizes down. Zika has his own time to spare, but he's not dead yet. He's not dead. Scout teleported in, sends him skyward, but Gala's ulti tags on the back end. APA lucky to be alive as Jean as well. These two carries are too low. TL need to scram, but he can't get away. That's Omti stuck in the ground as LNG just take him out for free.
Yeah, that's awful. There was a great equalizer from Zika to buy some time, and TL just kind of panicked and just tried to run for it there. It looked like they thought someone else is going to finish it off, surely, but no one else was able to stay and finish it off, and now Core could die. This could be Baron, potentially. Is this going to be spawning soon?
It's a permafrost. It's an easy kill. Nice Magnet Storm from Hung. Gala picks it up, and as you said, that Baron is up in 20.
In these last couple fights, TL just has not had it.
And if they go wrong, again, we talked about Scout, what he can do inside, but for now, he's joined the team. Impale didn't hit. General, what are we doing? How can you lead the troops like that? As LNG converge on his position, and he'll be taken out 0-7 to that guy for 40 seconds while Baron's up in a 5 versus 4.
Yeah, TL really failing on some of these execution plays. They're looking very nervous, and now LNG are on the Baron. APA does have an angle here on a potential flank, but so does Hung below. Yon going to spot him now.
Core JJ is going to get whacked for a few to start it off. A good shattering strike to equalize it late perfectly to Bear. Core JJ's ticking down. APA finally hits an ulti though, but the Magna Storm is already back up. Can they get the damage down? You know the answer's no when Scout is hitting around, but Impact buys some time against these carries. He picked up a triple, but Gala and Scout are still standing. And
Aaron, they know there's not that much threat from TL without the Nico ultimate here, so TL do spot it. We'll see if they can find a way to make this fight happen, missing that Nico ult.
Zika is coming in. He's just walked from mid-wave as simply a clone for now. It takes the bait of LNG as Impact walks into the pit at 4K. Wei thinks about flipping the game and classic LPL style in front of the pit. He does flip for the Baron. It goes to LNG. The curtain call sits over the wall and now looks for new targets as Jean has to get out of there. He's getting fried. He walks from the last 4 shot. That's good. But Zika now walking in after overheating himself and LNG as a 5-stack. See blood. It's good burst damage here from APA off the side, and Yon helps with that, but it hasn't stopped here. LNG just want that little tick, but for Baron, they're going to
look for Scout. Remember, he has no cleanse. If they can land the CC, they can get him.
Minions, Pop Blossom, he did his homework, but he has to flush away from Omti while the turret goes down regardless, so an attempt made again.
Lose this tower here, but Yon with Core on the side. They got to start clearing out this wave if they can. LNG could try to push the tempo here. They're going to go.
They're going to continue forward. As you said, the turret's going to turn into mincemeat. It's Core JJ locked on in. He turns into a Zenith blade because he can only engage, but Gala takes him downtown. A 4th shot into the ground as Omti tried to get it once again. It is support for now, but TL have lost too much damage on their jungler again. A Chin ulti, easy as that, as APA almost gets clipped on the side. It's Zika who goes golden, buys time. It picks over anyway, and that makes a double here for Gala. LNG in front of the Nexus turret at 34 minutes. Yes, it was back and forth for a while. Yes, TL had some options, but LNG remained valiant. And in their first game of Worlds here on the Swiss stage, the LPL 3rd seed as they run into Impact and burn down the rest will take their first win to lead them 1-0.
Well done by LNG. Scout and Gala standing strong here for the LPL, for LNG. Really able to take over this game. TL had their opportunities.
Like and subscribe for more highlights.